What's up? What's up? Welcome to my channel. Okay, now this is an update on the filtration process. So this will be like day 5. Okay, now yesterday I was an emotional wreck. Had to take accountability for some shit, had to face some hard truths, and in those moments, like actively in those moments, I recorded at the heart of the emotional part, just to lead by example. And show you guys that these parts come, and self-doubt comes with it and all kind of shit. I really was feeling like I wasn't a good person, even though I know that I'm a good person. My kids literally came up to me. Speaking of kids, this is why I'm wearing these little ears, because Zion, my youngest, put them on me, and I told her I would keep them there, and I love it. She told me I had pretty ears and I'm a beautiful queen. Okay, so I'm representing for Zion. Anywho, they came up to me and had pieces of tissue and it was Zuri on one side and Zion on the other side, and they balled that tissue up too damn much, because they both was wiping each side of my face, and then my husband came and he's like, "Why are you crying?" I said, "I don't know, I just really don't feel like a good person right now." And he was like, "You are a great person." He was like, "You just made a mistake. People make mistakes." And I'm like, I know this, because even while I was crying yesterday, I kept hearing, like, "You are not your mistakes." And I know that to be true. But in the time of feeling that, like, I really had to honor how I was feeling at that time, so that I can see how to not feel this way again. I don't care to repeat that shit, because everything that you don't learn the first time around, that shit circles back more intense, And this is pretty much what happened with me, okay, and in regards to the matters of the heart. So, energetically speaking, I still feel that phlegm feeling sitting on top of my chest, but it's not as heavy as it has been, right? I really would say this filtration process is an emotional roller coaster. You're fine 1 minute and not the next. It's up and down, and it's like, fuck, but it's like pretty much like, hold on for the ride, and just allow you to process. So I feel like slight debris of the phlegm. And if you guys are going through whatever stage you're going through, please comment in the comment section. Like, how are you feeling? What do you feel like? And then that way we can give each other feedback and help each other grow through it, right? Because one would think I'm going through it, but I'm really growing through it, right? And that's what the fuck it is. So this day, it's like clarity, okay? New clarities, new understandings of my relationships, new understanding of my relationship with myself. And, they say the truth shall set you free. And there was a lot of truths that I was keeping plugged in because I didn't know how another would respond to it, which really I was not only doing myself a disservice, but the people around me, And the minute that shit came out, like, yeah, it was like a panic and anxiety at first, when that part of my filtering came through, and then it was anger and frustration, and then just nothing but tears. Like, look how puffy my eyes are, guys. I was crying like the whole day yesterday, on and off. They still kind of burn a little bit, but nonetheless, this is what the fuck it is, okay? Look at that puffiness. I talked to my friend Mother Earth, and she thought I had a sty in my earth, and I was like, bitch, I was crying all night, all day, all night. It's been an emotional ass weekend, and I'm still grieving the loss of my uncle, and concerned about my Granny Penny's heart space. So if you guys could just send some prayers up for my family. But yeah, it's the clarity for me. It's the clarity for me that's coming through. It's the lightness on my chest. It's getting lighter and lighter, and I feel my throat still trying to tighten up some, but it's nowhere near like the other day, when I was talking to you guys, and I feel freer, right? What have I been chasing? Freedom, okay? And to free myself of all things outside of me. And that's pretty much what the fuck is taking place right now. I'm feeling freer today. Freer than I've felt in this physical in a long ass time. So I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for the growing pains. I'm grateful for my pain teaching me what my pride won't let me learn, because often we operate in the ego and we're not aware of it. Well, I saw how I was, and I don't care to repeat that shit again. So that's where I'm at. You know, I'm probably gonna journal a little bit and shit. And just see what else I have to say to me, you know. Um, so what would I leave you guys with? It gets ugly before it gets prettier, in things like this, okay? Just think about like your emotional shit being like an abandoned building, right? Because we abandon our emotions during the emotional parts of things just to keep pushing. So our emotions will be like an abandoned building, and then the filtration process kind of like takes a bulldozer to your abandoned building and knocks it all over. And then over these past few days, like the debris from the building, the pieces of wood, the doors and everything like that is just laying there in like a big messy ass pile, and you just feel so heavy and feel like cluttered, you know what I'm saying? Like emotionally and energetically cluttered. And then what do they do with that space? They end up picking up the trash from it, picking up those pieces, and then all of a sudden, like, they have to sweep it clean, right? So I would be like in the sweeping of the debris from my condemned emotional house that I just fucking grew through. Okay, just growing through it. Okay, and so I'm in the sweeping stage, and then after they do that, you just see this clear ground, and then next thing you know, like a couple weeks later, you go drive by that same fucking spot, and it's a bomb ass building built, and it's like, damn, they built that shit fast. That shit nice as hell. I wonder what it's gonna be. Like, that's the stage I'm entering, the rebuilding and reprogramming me, because I made space for better things, and I'm not living there. I didn't live there. Okay. Now, yeah, you might feel crazy. Even with me looking at the videos I posted, I was like, but at the end of the day, like, this is how I grow through my shit. This is how I process my shit. It's different for everyone, but I'm just sharing the way that I deal and the way that I get by, in hopes that it will help y'all. You know what I'm saying? Help y'all not be afraid to feel. So I really hope you guys gained something from this filtering little series I had. This is day 5. And I love you. I do. And excuse me, I burped. And have a bomb ass day, everyone. Okay, bye.